Hey guys, we are being asked to solve this log problem algebraically, which just means they don't want us to somehow stick this in the calculator. We want to use things we've learned about logs to solve. When it says solve, what they really want is they just want to know what x is, right? They want to know what x equals. We are also going to check for extraneous solutions, which we'll talk about what that means at the end. All right, if I am solving for x, whenever I solve for x, I always want to get all the x's together. So let's try and get all the x's on this side by adding log base 4 of x plus 6 to both sides. As long as I add it to both sides, I'm good. So when I do that, those cancel out. And I end up with log base 4 of x minus 6 plus log base 4 of x plus 6 on this side. And that is equal to 3. All right, now I'm going to think back to some of my logarithm properties. Here are a bunch of them. I'm not going to go into super detail on these. If you need a more detailed explanation, I'll link a video in the corner. But I notice here that I can use my product rule. I have two logs with the same base being added together. So I can write it as one log with the things inside the parentheses being multiplied. So I can rewrite this log as log base 4 of, I'm going to use brackets so that I can tell what's happening inside my log. So I'm going to do a bracket x minus 6 times x plus 6 and close that bracket. That makes sure that I include both of those with the log. And this is equal to 3. All right, now I'm going to multiply this out just like this. So x times x gives me x squared. X times 6 gives me 6x. Negative 6 times x gives me negative 6x. Negative 6 times 6 gives me negative 36. And then those will end up canceling, right? So I'm going to have log base 4 of x squared minus 36. And that is equal to 3. Okay, now what? Now I'm going to rewrite this log in exponential form. If you need a review on this, I'll have a video in the corner. But 4 is my base, so I'm going to have 4 to the power of this number, 3, is equal to what is inside my parentheses, x squared minus 36. Okay, I'm getting closer to having my x alone, but we still got some stuff going on. So now, well, first of all, I want to know what 4 to the third is. So that's 4 times 4, which gives me 64, equals x squared minus 36. This is looking a little less scary now, right? Now I'm going to add 36 to both sides. And I end up with 100 equals x squared. Great. Okay, I know what x squared equals, but I want to know what x equals. So I'm going to take the square root of both sides. Well, I know the square root of 100 is 10. We also need to take into account negative 10, right? Because negative 10 times negative 10 is 100, and 10 times 10 is 100. So we usually signify that by plus or minus 10 equals x. Or you can write it out, x equals 10 and x equals negative 10. All right, I got those two answers, but remember, we need to check for extraneous solutions. So whenever we're working with logs, we have to check for these. To do this, we are going to plug both of our solutions into our original problem. And what we're looking for is to make sure we aren't taking the log of any negative numbers. So let me show you what I mean by that. If I have log base 2 of negative 4 equals x, and I rewrite that in exponential form, it will be 2 to the power of x equals negative 4. Well, there is no number that would work for x to give me a negative 4 here. No matter what number I plug in here, this will be a positive number. It'll never be negative. Even if my x is negative, I might end up with a fraction, but it won't be negative. So I have to make sure that none of these inside these parentheses end up negative when I plug these in. I'm first going to plug in 10. Now, you don't have to solve the entire problem down. We just need to make sure that each of these end up with a positive number in there. So if I plug in 10 here, I'll end up with 10 minus 6, which is 4, positive, good. On this one, 10 plus 6, I'll end up with 16, which is positive, so we're good. Okay, so x equals 10 is a good answer. Now let's check x equals negative 10. If I plug in negative 10 here, I'm going to have negative 10 minus 6, which is going to give me negative 16. And there is no exponent that will give me a negative 16 with that base of 4. So negative 10 is an extraneous solution, meaning when we solved it down this way, it was a solution, but when we put it back into our original in the context of logs, it doesn't work. So my answer on this one is 10. All right, I hope this helped. If you need some more examples, I will link a playlist in the corner for you. Thanks.